Hello, everyone, and happy Monday morning after a weekend of celebration here in the United States. We just had Thanksgiving weekend and we did Black Friday specials. There were Super Saturday specials for small businesses. And then today's Cyber Monday. So I'm sure all of you are out there spending a ton of money to buy gifts for your family and friends. And today we are going to give you a gift as well. I have one of my members with me, Bonnie Chomica, and I'm going to be interviewing Bonnie so she can share with us why content planning is so important for all of us as business owners. Bonnie, welcome to the show this morning.
Hi, Colleen. So great to be here. Nice to see you.
Yeah, it's so great to see you. So, talk to us a little about content creation. We're approaching December. We're finishing up the year. Content creation, just let's give an example. There was Black Friday, there was, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday. There are so many different specials going on that I'm assuming many businesses had to prepare and do a lot of content for to get that out to their members to prepare them or to their communities to prepare them. So, did you work with any clients through that over the past couple of months?
In my world, there's not a lot of people. Um, Most of my clients are coaches, so they're not necessarily selling a physical product. That's not saying that you can't have a Black Friday sale for a service, but I didn't actually have anyone that kind of zeroed in on that. It is more it's more promotional based versus kind of that value added content that I think about when I think of content marketing. Content is all about marketing, or marketing is all about content. But but those sales are strictly promotional versus that value added
Yeah.
educational entertainment kind of piece that I focus on.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that. So let's talk about your focus and where you feel that we as business owners need to focus on content creation. Is it about getting the know, like, and trust factor? Is it about giving advice? Is it about teaching something? Talk to us a little bit about content in our businesses and how we should plan that.
Yeah, content for the most part is to get visibility. Um, it's such a busy, cluttered world out there, and if you're not visible, then people aren't finding you and they're not buying from you. So it's about elevating your exposure. But it's also building your credibility. You know, in this online world that we live in, um, people have a hard time getting to know you. So the type of content that you put out is important. To be consistently putting it out there is important, because otherwise, if it's just random or sporadic, people aren't going to see you because they're inundated with so many messages. And you're playing with the algorithms as well. If you're just spotty, with putting out social media or blogs, or videos, things like that, you won't always get picked up or shown in people's news feeds because you're not regular.
Yeah, I'm really glad you said that because consistency matters. I've noticed that friends of mine, businesses that I follow, those specific friends and businesses that post content regularly, they come up in my feed regularly.
Exactly.
And if we as individual business owners want to come up in people's feeds every single day, if we want them to see what we're doing, then we need to make sure that we're doing consistent posting. So, for instance, we do a weekly newsletter here at the Leap community, and then we do a monthly newsletter. And the weekly newsletter is everything that's happening that week for all of our members and things they can sign up for. And the monthly newsletter is kind of a look ahead of what's going to be happening that month and kind of the big promotions that are happening and the big opportunities that month. So, you said consistency for one, right? And making sure. Now, talk to us about the content that you're putting out. What are some of the suggestions of the actual content that you're putting out? I'm sure it needs to be meaningful. It needs to apply, be very branded.
This comes down to knowing your target audience.
Ah.
Couple of things. In any marketing, you need to know your target audience and the language that they speak.
Mm.
So when you're putting an email or a blog or a video or a podcast, um, that message needs to resonate with them so that they're going to stick around and listen or watch it. So the target audience is important. You need to understand what their challenges are, what their, I mean, think about when you search online, you've got a problem, you're trying to find a solution, or you have a question, you're trying to find an answer. So you as a content creator need to be creating those solutions and answers. And so when people are searching for that, I've got a problem, my puppy's chewing my shoes. So if you're looking on Google, then you can find your blog
Mhm.
post about how to stop your puppy from chewing your shoes. So
Yeah.
so that's kind of it in a simple format, how that works. So the pain points that they have. You also without we talked about Black Friday and Cyber Monday, things like that. It's okay to send out promotional information. People know you're in business, but you can't do it all the time. If all you do is sell, 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 then people are just going to stop following you or unsubscribe or whatever, ignore your messages. But if you put out more value added content, I call, from my perspective, I call it the three E's. You need to educate, entertain, or enlighten. So people, I mean, YouTube is huge for education. That's one of its main strategies. Is if you want to know how to do anything, go on YouTube, right? Um, and then there's the enlightenment, that can be inspirational. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, I didn't know that, or I need to feel that. And entertainment, not everybody can do that entertainment piece, but, TikTok is all about
Yeah.
entertainment. Right, like and that's valuable content. If a brand or company can get that across in a fun and entertaining way, people will pay attention. And
Mhm.
those TikTok videos are not necessarily selling anything. So it can be a combination of all of those.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that. I used a recipe for cheesy bread that I found on TikTok. And they made this easy cheesy bread. I'm serious. And I used it for Thanksgiving into a Christmas tree, shaped into a Christmas tree. And I was like,
Nice.
I've never done that before. So I played the video over and over again until I figured out all the ingredients and what I needed to buy and how I needed to make it and what I needed to bake it at. And so I think you're exactly right. That was something that I might follow her in the future because she's giving good tips on how to bake or how to cook something or easy ways to get around the kitchen. And then she might use a tool, and that tool might make it easy for me to make or bake something. And then before you know it, she's has it on her profile, and then I can buy that tool right from her easily, and she's going to get a kickback from wherever she's probably an
Of
affiliate for
course.
that. So
Yeah.
I love how all of these connect because it is so crucial for us as business owners to do exactly what you said: educate, entertain, and enlighten everybody who is our target market. Like you said, knowing who your target market is and who you're speaking to. I think another thing that is important is planning. So talk to us about the pre-planning. So should we be planning December now? Should we be planning January now? When you work with your clients, what are you looking as far as a calendar out?
Uh, it depends. It's a great question because planning is the best way to help you be consistent. So you need to commit to the process, right? If you're going to do content marketing, you need to commit, um, to a schedule, like to a
Yeah.
frequency, and to a platform or two.
Yeah.
Um, so, like, are you going to write blogs or are you going to do videos? Are you going to do Facebook Lives or whatever that is? Just pick a lane, and focus on that.
Yeah.
Um, so it can depend where you are in your business. If you're just starting out, don't try to be too aggressive because it will be too hard to keep up with it and you'll
Yeah.
likely fail, right? If you want to do a blog every day, it might last a week. So start a blog every month, and then as you get your process and your comfort level, then increase your frequency that way. Don't start out fast. Start out slow, and then build up. The planning what you're going to post about or write about or produce could depend on your business as well. I like to look at big picture things first. If you're just starting in a planning or creating a new planning habit, I like to look at a quarter if you can.
Mhm.
Look at a quarter out. What big things do you have? Are you hosting an event, right? Are you hosting a summit, a workshop, a training? Are you launching a new product or a new promotion? Like those are all big things that need multiple pieces of content, right? You might need a blog, you need email, you need social, you need promotional stuff. So that should be plugged into a calendar so that you're not conflicting. If all of a sudden someone asks you to speak at an event and you say yes, and then you look at your calendar, it's like, oh no, I'm like already doing a launch that week. So
Right.
a calendar and planning can help with those big things.
I like
But
that.
then, but then look at in order to be consistent, like putting things out on a more regular basis. It's kind of fun to think of maybe certain themes that you could do. Uh, pick a day a week. I always talk about pets because people can relate to pets. So, say a pet store has a social media feed, they're on Instagram or whatever. Maybe on Monday, they always post about cats. On Wednesday, they always post about dogs. Fridays, they always post about fish. Every week, it's like that. What they
Yeah.
post doesn't matter, but at least you know what? It's Monday. We're doing cats this week, so you can plan that out. And
Yeah.
you can create that content and schedule it.
Yeah.
So instead of like the biggest question I get and challenge is like, what am I going to post? So knowing your target audience, knowing their pain points,
Mhm.
creating some kind of formula or theme to keep on track
Yeah.
really helps.
Like
And if
maybe you have a tip Tuesday or something, you
yeah,
know? Yeah.
Tuesday tips or Monday moments, and they
Yeah.
don't have to be the same letters either, right? In my Facebook group, I have promotional Thursdays. Like it doesn't even rhyme, but it
Yeah.
happens on Thursdays, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So
so
talk to us about Bonnie, talk to us about your content planner tool that you have here, that we've posted the link. Talk to us a little bit about what that is.
this this was a work in progress, kind of a labor of love because I preach the planning and I didn't, you can use different tools. You can use post-it
Yeah.
notes, right? Or different online tools, but this one just kind of kept surfacing and then I tweaked it and turned it into this like fancy color-coded spreadsheet tool. And you can plan it over like those high level things of speaking or launches. You can see that on one page. It's like, okay, February, I'm not doing this because I'm doing this launch thing. And then on subsequent pages, you'd have a whole month. Say we're coming up to January. I've already got stuff plugged in for January. I too send an email every Wednesday. So I've got every Wednesday marked off for emails. Some
Yeah.
of them already have a topic assigned to them because I'm doing an event or I'm speaking, those types of things. So it's I think a great way to start. I mean, and I plug in, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, my email, events, and they're just all color coded and pretty, and it's an easy thing to do, and it's easy to start.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't have to be complicated. I start off with a video saying this is how I use it and how you could customize it for your own business or what you're doing. So I think it's pretty handy dandy.
Yeah, I love that. And thank you so much for providing that tool for everyone. So the link here is just at bonniechomica.ck.page and then /, and you can see the letters and the numbers. So just copy and paste that link and you can put it right into your URL so that you guys can go directly to that content planning tool and have the opportunity to use that as well. Well, that was a lot of information that you provided us in a short time today, Bonnie. So thank you so much for helping everyone in the community and those of you watching today why content planning in advance is so important and why we need to understand who our target market is. We need to utilize content to elevate our credibility. And we have to hit the pain points, like you said. But mostly, we really want to look to educate, entertain, and enlighten those in our community, because then they will get to want to follow you, be entertained, want to get more of your content, and will become a fellow follower. So thank you so much, Bonnie. And thank you so much for being a member of the LEAP community. Thank you for being with us today. And for all of you, we hope you have a wonderful week. Don't forget to go out to Bonnie's content planning tool. And you can check out Bonnie as well on her website at bonniechomica.com to learn more about her and how she may be able to assist you in making sure your content planning is right on mark. So thank you so much, Bonnie, for being with us today. And to all of you, we hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Colleen.